Shalom, Kahalal, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakadash, double unto you, Allah's apostles of Friedman Stone. Salutation to the sincere Akim out there, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakadash, Bakatam, soul of the elect. Unsinkable metal could lead to unsinkable ship. Now, where have we heard that before? This is released on the 7th of November 2019, the year of Karagma. Look, no matter what material, whatever chemicals you combine, at the return of Yahushua, all gonna go out outside of the window. All is gonna be blown outside of the window. You will not be able to withstand the wrath from the Heavenly Father, which is gonna be of which is gonna be expressed through the judgment that's gonna be handed down by the Son, Yahushua. The day of vengeance is burning in his heart continuously. Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall weep because of him. Even so, Aman. Even so be true. Just like Esau have made up this invincible cloth, this invincible material that he has, that you're able to camouflage yourself, bend the light around your surroundings, so that through the naked eye you're nearly invincible. But he doesn't have the understanding that you're dealing with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the creator of the ends of the earth, the one who ordained existence and created everything. So no matter whatever technological advances that you may reach, your military, no matter how much you improve your tactics, no matter how much you improve, all that, it is nothing in comparison to the kind of devastating, glorious power that Yahushua is returning with. You cannot prepare yourself enough. You will never be prepared. Exodus 15:3 tells you specifically the Lord Yahweh, he's a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. So how can you possibly think you're going to fight against, oh boy, against your maker? You've been made, Esau. You've been made, just like the title of this article alludes to the Titanic. It sounds what's the word I'm looking for? It sounds familiar. The Titanic story. So the same thing is going to happen to you, Esau. All your military might, all your weapons are nothing. And you're gonna learn that the hard way. Let's get some scriptures. I'm not gonna read too much into this. If anybody out there who's still living in a cave have not watched the movie Titanic, go and watch it. Only one person survived, if I remember correctly. And this is in this movie Titanic. It's of a true story. It says researchers at the University of Rochester have created what they've deemed an unsinkable metal. What pride! Unsinkable metal. All the elements that you come up with, that you combine in the in the table of elements, I forget the other word for it, the periodic table, all of them, you take them and combine them, whatever you concord, it's nothing to the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the chariots of Israel, the chariots of salvation. It has nothing on them, which uses tiny patterns etched onto it via laser to trap air bubbles inside. With everything that man makes, it has flaws. Even the Lord said, all the ways of Egypt are nothing but errors. Those of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has mingled the perverse spirit. Of all your technological advancement, you think that you have this by yourself. You don't have all this knowledge and understanding by yourself, man. There is a spirit in man, and the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua giveth the inspiration. Man's goings are of the Lord. You're the biggest dummy in the entire existence of humankind. You're the dumbest of them all. And it's going to be proven. It's going to be proven. Okay, I'm not going to read any more of this. Let's get some. This is Isaiah chapter 31. And verse 1 says, "Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." Because a lot of you Israelites, you think this man is God. You think this man is he's the son of the Heavenly Father. You think that this man is it. No. This man, he's nothing. He's the basis of men that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua have set him up for the biggest fall of them all. Because this man's knowledge the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, it says that in Ecclesiasticus. And this is what has the world blinded and has been deceived. And has been deceived. With all deceivableness, this man has this entire world in his finger except for the elect. It says, "Yet he also is wise and will bring evil." You think Esau has all that power? You think this man is wise? There's no one wiser than this man. All wisdom and inspiration is given by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Proverbs 21:4 says, "Yet he also is wise and willing." It says, "And will bring evil, and will not call back his words." Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he is a man of his word. He has put his word above his name. It says, "But will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work." It says, "Against the help of them that work iniquity." Going back to Revelation 11, chapter 19. Making war with Yahushua. It tells you that in righteousness does he judge, and does he make war. That's exactly what Yahushua will be doing. Against the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Everybody that's joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Do like what Edomites do. Die like them. Now the Egyptians are men, and not the Most High, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they also, says, and they shall all fail together. All of them. Your innovators, your inventors, your engineers. No matter how innovative your ideas are, no matter what metal you come up with, what type of lasers you come up with, All of that is all flesh. It is not spirit. Spiritual powers outrules all physical creations, all man-made, weapons. It says, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fall together. Judgment is on the way. Deceive yourselves. Keep doing it. Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, we fools counted their lives as madness. How are they counted among the saints? It's only by then that reality will strike. Only by then. Deuteronomy chapter 32. Let me see verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. You're not going to escape YAHAWADAH. So you're not going to escape. No matter how much inventions that you come up with, you're still going to be destroyed. Time and chance happeneth unto all. And you had all the time in the world, but you just could not do good because it was never in you. It says here, verse 40, Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 40. For if I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever, if I with my glittering sword and mine hand take hold in judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies and will reward them that hate me. And you're going to be rewarded. Job even said, it says, should it be according to that, according to your liking? No, man, the Most High, he's going to execute that judgment. And he's not going to do it according to your wisdom, your understanding. He's going to do it as he has laid down the foundations. This is the judgment for transgressing these laws. This is what happens when Yasharallah gets taken down. When I bring them up again, nations are going to suffer, and you're also going to go down, Esau. You're no different. You are no different. With all of your technology, all your skill, modern day skills in weapons, all of that, it is nothing. You are an enemy of Yahweh, and vengeance will be rendered unto you. Double. Just like even Amos the 9th chapter says, even if you dig into hell, the Most High has you. Everywhere you go down to the sea, the Most High has you covered. The Most High has you covered, Esau, on all angles, all the angles, Yahweh, He has all of them covered. He has all the angles covered. So who the hell are you to escape? Should it be according to thy will? Should it be according to thy might? Nay. This is King David saying, it says, Psalms 139 verse 7 says, whither shall I go from thy spirit? Whither shall I flee from thy presence? His name is Yahweh. He exists. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. You can't flee from Yahweh Shemel because he influences each and every single thing that goes around. He's in charge. His will always be done. Or whether shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up to heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. It says, if I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. Hey, even us, Akim, whatever situation at the end we may find ourselves in, as long as we keep that faith, that trust in Yahweh Shai, the Most High has us covered. Okay? We're covered by Yahweh Shai. Even in death, hell, even the grave, the Most High has us, man. The dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. Wherever where we be at, the saints will be covered at the end of the day. But Esau don't have that understanding that the Most High is, he is. And also in Hebrews 11th chapter, he is the reward of them that diligently seek him. He that comes to the Most High must believe that he is, and he is the reward of them that diligently seek him. And this man he has not been diligently been seeking Yahweh Shai, but he has for the longest, as it says in Isaiah of Ezekiel, and Job, when he speaks about for the sins of his youth, this man has constantly from the word go, he has been diligently disobeying Yahweh Shai. Esau don't love Yahweh Shai. This man hates righteousness. Let's go to Amos. Or this other book of Amos chapter 9. Let me go straight into the point. Amos chapter 9 verse 2 says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. It says, though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. That's Yahweh Shai. He has all the ankles covered. All the ankles covered. As in though they go into captivity before that. It says, although they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and they shall slay them, and I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good. Just like it happens with us, the Israelites, when we went to captivity, the same thing is applying to your fucking ass, Esau. You're not going to escape. No matter what you come up with or how much you prep yourselves up for the doomsday. Even you have something that they call the doomsday clock. Of all the understanding that you have, you still a fucking asshole. You still dumb as fuck. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's why the scripture says that in Ecclesiasticus, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom at all. It is not wisdom. Book of Psalm 64. Now let me see. Psalm 64. Verse 5 says they encourage themselves. Psalm 64 and verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. The commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? You don't have the understanding. The eyes of Yahweh Shai, they're 10,000 brighter than the sun, beholding both the evil and the good. You don't have that understanding. You don't have that understanding at all. It says they search out the iniquity, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But it's all done in wickedness. The servants of Yahweh Shai. In fact, let me get this. Let's go to Proverbs 15. The book of Proverbs chapter 15. Let me see. Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 28, chapter 15 and verse 28. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked brought out evil things. All that studying, all that research, realizing, you know what? Yahweh Shai is for real. Yahweh Shai is about to make his return. And it's going to happen. You have all that understanding. But what the fuck are you doing with all that understanding? Wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, with all that wisdom, get understanding. That's for the righteous. But unto the wicked, that's not the case. You're going to continue on encouraging yourselves into an evil manner, thinking that somehow you're going to defeat Yahweh Shai. Fucking hell no. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Let me read this again. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 28. The heart of the righteous strives to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pour out evil things. Instead of you just, you know what? It is true. Yahweh Shai. We acknowledge your might, your power. Oh, hey, just give up. No, you're not going to give up. But the righteous are surrendering to the will of Yahweh Shai. They're surrendering. The Israelites, the true Hebrew Israelites, are surrendering unto the will and the purpose of Yahweh Shai. Having that full understanding, whatever happens, the will of the Father will be executed. But somehow you think in your fucking weak ass mind, that you're gonna overcome. Unbelievable. There's a Romans 9 in then says, thou wilt say unto me, Romans 9 verse 19, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? You cannot resist the will of Yahweh Shai. Never. Never. Whatever he wanted to be done is exactly how it's going to happen. It says here, verse 20, but nay, O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say of him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? No, why the hell am I going to be exterminated? Why must my empire fall? Do you see how great, how civilized this place is? How much technology this place has? Meanwhile, you fucking asshole, you feeding people fucking GMOs. The food that we're eating is not real food. All your cell phones, your smartphones, your 5G, 4G, LTE. Walking around with fucking radiation boxes in our pockets, in our hands. You talk that, and you're gonna call that technological advancement? Bullshit. You are the wicked that the Bible speaks of, and Yahweh Shai. He has a set measured time for you to rule, and you are at the end of it right now. Book of Luke chapter 10, verse 18. This Luke chapter 10 verse 18 says, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. And that's how quick you're going to be brought to your demise. How Yahweh Shai. So for a short season, Job the 20th chapter, I believe, is not, if not the 18th chapter. The 20th verse, 20th chapter. Okay, the triumphing of the wicked is but short. It's all but for a moment. Okay, it's all for a little season, as this man has been let loose to deceive all the four corners of the earth. And all the nations have been gathered to the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. You're fulfilling your role. You may think that you're able to resist the will of the Father, but you're just not. You're just right in line with prophecy. You are in line with prophecy. Call Allah Yahweh Shai. Brakta Yahweh Shai. And you're falling from rulership. This is your heaven. And it's hell for any other person who's living this place. Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter, tells you that when this man comes into rulership, everybody in this kingdom that is born becometh poor. This is fucking hell. But there's heaven for you, Esau, Edom, and mainly to the wicked ruling elite of you so-called Caucasians, so-called white people, the Edomites, the descendants of Esau, Edom, the Amalek. All right, so let me just get in Ecclesiastes 4 and 4:13. It says here, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 14 says, "For out of prison cometh he that reign. For out of prison he cometh to reign, whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. I considered all the living which walketh under the sun, with the second child that shall stand up in his stead." 2 verse 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Everybody has become poor in your empire. Even your blessing, that's how you were able to receive all of this. By your blessing, by thy sword shalt thou live. That's how you were able to accomplish all of these things. But at the end, your own blessing was your undoing. Will be the reason why you go down. That's how you're going to go down, by your sword. He that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. He that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. All praises and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakatash, and double honor to you, elders, apostles of Great Millstone, you elders on down salutations, and sincere Akim out there. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakatash, Brakatham, to all of the elect. Shalom.